me to see something strange unfold. Hear the weirdest tale that was ever told. From this rare depiction, some might swear it's fiction, yet each peculiar twist that I tell is true, and you shall see it in plain view. Right before your eyes, marvelous magic is on display. Right before your eyes, all might seem tragic, but then it's okay. Puff a new surprise. Right before your eyes. Buckle up, we're off on a bumpy ride. La 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 la. Where a magic spell and a boy climbs. La 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 la. Plus our story features tons of crazy creatures and two atrocious ants every child will fear. Oh dear. Who knows what might appear right before your eyes? Scrumptious and scary adventures start right before your eyes. Children, be wary in your faint of heart. Pray that no one dies right before your eyes. We'll make a potion that can glow in the dark. We'll soar to the northern star. Things can get kooky or spooky. You might spot a shark. It's all a bit bizarre. Right before your eyes, there might be sunshine or thunder, but we proceed. Right before your eyes, and wonder what else do we need? The fountain and the giant pitch that flies, a pack of actors all in disguise. So let that curtain rise. Right before, right before, right before your eyes.
Lights out, everybody. Lights out! Mom? Dad? Look out! A rhino escaped from London Zoo! No! No! Who's there? Come here, little ladybug. I promise I won't hurt you. Come on. I see you too, Mr. Grasshopper. Join us. You see these? These belong to my parents. I must keep them very safe.
This is no place for the two of you. You can leave anytime you want. I can't leave because I have no place to go. Where do you go when you're flying away? Where do you go when they can't make you stay? Over the garden and scraping the tops of the trees. On your way home, on your way home. my eyes and see them laughing, telling jokes, playing games. All of it true. How would they feel if your friend James came along too? Where do you go when you start to feel sad? Everyone's gone, no more mom, no more dad. Tucked in the clouds, is there somewhere you won't be alone? And when you get there, is it perfect? And when you get there, is there someone waiting for you? May I hold on to your wings and come to on your way.
James Henry Trotter, get up at once.
But why?
You're leaving the orphanage, effective immediately.
But where am I to go?
They found a family to take you in.
But I don't have any family.
You got 2 aunts in Dover.
Dover? But that's where I lived with my mom and dad.
Now pack your things.
Yes, Mom.
That's all you've got? No clothes, no toothbrush?
These belong to my parents, and they are the most important things in the entire world to me.
From here on, your aunties are the most important thing. Do everything they ask of you. Don't talk back. Don't be a nuisance. You can't ever come back here, James. You've got a family to care for you now. Come along, we've got to Erie if we want to make the train to Dover.
Yes, Mom.
Ha! Bunch of families dragging heavy pockets, ruby pendants, solid silver lockets. We can help relieve you of some pounds.
Don't be fat. I'm referring to money, pigeon brain.
Oh, they're distracted. Look at me, I'm stunning.
I swoop in so masterfully cunning.
We get rich.
I do like how that sounds.
Ha ha ha! So hard to resist.
And if it slips from your wrist, too bad. Property is like a red sponge.
And heaven forbid you might be missing some quid.
Because property is like a red sponge. You can comb the ground, check the lost and found. Did you leave it in the gift shop?
Well, isn't it queer
How a purse can appear?
It's property is like a red
sponge.
Spiker and Sponge, we presume.
We didn't do it.
Well, as long as you keep them contributions to the policemen up to date, we have no trouble with you.
How can we help such devastatingly handsome representatives of Scotland Yard?
Got an official telegram for the two of you. Here you go.
Thanks, mates.
What's it say?
It says we're having a baby?
Give me that. Says we are the only living relatives of an orphan child thingy named James.
Ew.
Only devil, nasty puking babies. So revolting, chicken pox and rabies.
Grab a shovel, start to dig your grave.
Just imagine a lice investor boy loafing around the house.
Not so quickly, yes, we could bemoan it, but there's no need to. Technically, we own it. James can be our helping worker boy. We'll put him to use.
He'll be our private masseuse.
He's property is Spiker and Sponge.
Wash all our clothes
And scrape the jam from our toes.
Your property is Spiker and Sponge.
George.
It's James.
Oh, Jeff, how we've missed you. He does come with some sort of a payment, doesn't he?
You'll be paid £27 a week to care for the boy.
Huzzah! Don't you worry, he'll be taken care of. Not to worry, not that he's aware of. He'll forget his ghosts are even dead. He'll be raised properly by Spiker and Sponge. Wipe off that grin and let the torture begin. Your property is Spiker and Sponge. Before you unpack, we'll shave the hair off my back. Your property is Spiker and Sponge. What scrumptious joy, now we own the boy. He'll work and never stop. So do as you're told, or you'll be auctioned and sold because your property is Spiker and Sponge.
Is this where you live?
See that cottage up on the hill? That's where me and Sponge live.
And where will I stay?
You see the door? The one at the bottom of those stairs? The ones that lead down to the dirt cellar?
Yes, Mum.
That's where you'll live with the rest of the creepy crawlers.
What you got in the suitcase?
Oh, it's nothing really.
You know, I think I'd rather like to see what's inside that suitcase. Wouldn't you, Spongers?
I would. Show us what's inside the case.
Show us what's inside the suitcase.
But
Show us what's inside the case!
That's it. That's all you've got.
A pair of glasses and a scarf?
You know, I rather like the scarf.
Hey Spikes, do these glasses make me look smart?
That's unlikely, dear.
may I have those back, please? Those belong to my parents.
Careful!
Grabby, not so grabby.
Now listen here, Beast. The only reason we took you in is because we need some help around here.
Have the little beast cut down that wretched old peach tree. It's full of spiders and crawling vermin.
Is that the seashore? Way down at the bottom of the hill? And those are my friends playing by the sea. Do you think we could visit the seashore?
Not when there's work to be done.
Now wait a bit, Spikes. Maybe a day at the seashore is exactly what we need.
You're right. James, go fetch the picnic basket from the Frigidaire. It's chock full of lovely bites. Perfect for a day at the beach.
Yes, Mum.
You did make extra sandwiches, didn't you?
I did. A day at the beach sounds delightful. All those men showing off all those muscles.
Sandwiches.
Now, we'll change into our bathing costumes when we're at the beach. What else should we... Oh, I've walked into a blooming spider's web. It's all over me.
I told you that beach here was full of vermin.
Don't just stand there gawking. Help me!
Spikers, don't move. There's a huge, horrible-looking spider on your head.
Help me get it off!
Stay still and gotcha.
Thanks, mate.
Aunties, I've got the basket. Let's hurry. I don't want to miss my friends.
Let's. Kill every single crawling that you find.
Right before
before your eyes. See a magic spell and a boy grow.
I'm really sorry about this.
Open wide and crawl inside the skin of something new. If you believe what's up my sleeve, I'll spin a spell for you. Then sippity sip, a magical trick. Your troubles all skip in town. Once the bubbling broth is frothy thick, then gobble it quickly down. Shake it up, shake it up.
Shake it up, shake it up.
Mix and round.
Mix around and around.
Hear that bop, that pipe and pop and sound. Do a twist and a turn.
Give a twist, give a
Let
turn.
it burn,
Let it burn, let it burn.
Gotta whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down.
I choose this one. Slithering crocodile tongues. Ouch! Got it.
Milky milk, a strand of silk, a rare Osaki juice. The raven's claws for tiger paws, the marrow of a moose. Then add to our soup, tarantula poop, tiny scoop will do. And drop in a drop of sloppy Joe, major capped up kangaroo. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Mix around and round, mix around and round. Hear that bop, that piping popping sound. Give a twist and a turn, let it brim, let it burn, let it burn. We're gonna whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down.
Look, there were green things wiggling in the bag.
Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Those are the slithering crocodile tongues.
Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Which means the magic is working, James.
You know what to do. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Mix around and around. Hear that bop, that piping popping sound. Then twist and turn. Let it ring, let it burn. We're gonna whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it
Listen closely, James. You must add exactly 7 drops of well water to the bag and then drink the entire potion in one gulp. But remember, whoever the slithering crocodile tongues meet first, be it fish or fowl, beast or bug, twig or tree, that will be the one who receives the full power of their magic. The full power of their magic. Now go! Go, James, go!
give, twist and turn. Let it bring, let it burn. We're gonna whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it down, gobble it.
No! Stop! Stop! You're supposed to be for me! You're supposed to help me! Please, come back! Please?
Get up at once.
Where have you been?
Didn't you hear us calling?
We've been up all night.
Nursing our sunburns. Why don't we go to the seashore? Seashore, my sunburned patootie.
Look! Up there, in the tree.
What is that?
It's a peach?
Whomever the magic reaches first.
It's growing.
That
is one large peach.
I'd say it's a giant peach.
There goes Skunk!
Smell it. It's ripe. Let's go get a shovel and dig a great big hunk of it to eat.
No, Spongy, not yet.
But it smells so good. Let me take a bite.
No.
A taste?
No.
A lick?
No!
What's the use of a giant peach if we can't eat it? Just look at it.
Yes! Look at it! People will pay money to look at it! Sister, do you know what I'm thinking?
Maybe?
Just follow my lead. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, roll on up to see the 8th wonder of the world! Only 1 shilling to see the world's largest peach!
Aunties, there were reporters at the gate.
Reporters? Bring them on!
Readers of the Morning Star don't know who you are, but they will. You got something notable, give me something quotable. Tell the Herald all the news, exclusives get more cachet. Girls, what would you say to an expose?
Okay.
The Ladies' Garden Guild were humbled and thrilled to be here.
We're here to salute that fabulous fruit.
Join our conference and a bank will pay you 10,000 each if you give that keynote speech on that giant peach.
Yes, yes, yes.
'Cause there's money, money, money on that tree. Tell my editor what I just heard. Betty offers me £1 per word. Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all that money on that tree?
A helicopter just landed. They say they're from Hollywood.
Bring 'em on!
Love it, work it, let's get rich. They greenlit my pitch for your show. They're gonna flip on the Sunset Strip. Shoot it, air it, rave reviews.
You're oozing with mass appeal.
Girls, how would you feel with a 3-pick deal? Yes, please.
Hey, there's money, money, money on that tree.
Maybe everything you've heard is true. Life is marvelous in Malibu.
Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all the money on that tree?
Why work hard?
Why work hard?
You just need a seed and a big backyard. Want to get jobs, needs a job.
Or stay in school.
Drop out of school.
Lolly, you lawyers, lawyers, all your walls of PhDs. What ways you've been, you base, 'cause money grows on trees. So skip the tiny print, let's make a deal and make amends. Just sign the line and you'll receive those weekly checks.
And if your films don't get renewed, we'll throw you in some Broadway show.
Sweetie, baby, cookie, honey,
What do you say? There's money, money, money on that tree.
We can finally forget our cares. We're gonna be gajillionaires. Money, money, money on that tree. Can't you see all the money on that, money on that tree? Oh, there's money on that, money on that, money on that tree. Oh yeah! All that's left to do now is count our money.
How many contracts do you think we've signed?
Hundreds, my dear, maybe thousands. And all those contracts pay big time money in advance. Now all we gotta do is deliver that huge peach.
Do you think we could move to the seashore? Or maybe take a trip?
We ain't doing nothing.
But it was me that made the peach grow.
Liar.
But I did make the peach grow.
You couldn't make my toenails grow.
James.
But
My dear, dear, foolish boy. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James Weber Trotter, am a worthless, lying little boy. No one cares about anything that I will ever have to say. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, ever, ever.
So keep your comments and your clever little lies to yourself.
Hey, Sponge. What do you think of my new scarf?
It's not nearly as lovely as my new dresses.
Oh, dear me. Look what I've done.
stop! Please don't!
Now you listen to me, James. Lying little helper boys must be punished. So from now on, you will sleep outside.
And if you think about running away, remember this. You can run. You can hide. But we're the only family you've got.
Where do you go when you start to feel sad? Everyone's gone, no more mom, no more dad. Tucked in the clouds, is there somewhere you won't be alone?
What's this? A doorknob? On a peach? Where could that lead? It's rather sticky. Oh, goodness me. My arm is stuck. Auntie Sponge! Auntie Spiker! Help! Anyone! Help! Hello? Hello?
Why, hello.
Who said that?
Aren't you the delicious little one?
Keep away from me!
Who are you talking to, Spider?
I'm not quite sure, Grasshopper.
Glowworm, a little light, if you please.
Look who's here.
My good boy, we've been waiting for you.
The only thing I'm waiting for is dinner. I'm starving.
But whatever are we to eat?
You're not going to eat me!
He's going to attack me!
Hold on, everybody. Calm down. Calm down. I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
It's gone. It's gone.
Nothing to be afraid of, it's just a little boy.
Little boys are the worst of his kind.
Proper introductions are in order.
I shall go first. I am royalty after all.
Says who?
I am a lady. The ladybug. And who might you be?
I'm James. James Henry Trotter.
Daft name.
I think it's a fine name. I'm Grasshopper.
And I'm Spider. Look at them eyes. You're clever like a spider, aren't you, James?
I wouldn't know.
I'm Earthworm. You gave me quite a scare, but I'm prone to irrational fits of fear.
It was just me shaking your hand.
I'm afraid he can't see very well.
And I'm Centipede. Think of me as the girl who is going to eat you when you're sleeping.
What are you?
We are insects. Well, at least we were insects.
Until we ate those green things.
Now, I'm afraid, was something quite different.
The crocodile tongues. You must have eaten the crocodile tongues. Of course.
Whoa! What was that?
The stem broke! Please, it's starting to roll down the hill!
Everybody, hold on!
James Henry Trotter!
You better be regarding our peach.
Right before your eyes.
What is that noise?
That noise was the giant peach rolling ridiculously towards Spiker and Sponge. They gasped!
Yes!
They screamed!
Scream!
They tried to run, but the peach was terrifically faster. It rolled right over them. The peach flew through fences and fields, frightening farm animals with all shapes and sizes. And then, it peach veered left, heading directly towards the village, where it crashed right through the walls of one of the world's most famous factories. Now, this building happens to be a famous chocolate factory, but that's another story. Back to the peach. The peach reached the chalky cliffs of Dover. It soared right off the edge of the cliff.
Is everyone all right?
I'm okay.
Not sure.
You're seeing Ladybug.
I shall never be the same again.
James, would you be a dear and go up top and take a look?
You must come up and see for yourselves.
Unbelievable.
Impossible.
We're floating.
What?
In the ocean.
What? I'm afraid we find ourselves in a rather awkward position.
We'll drown.
But we're not sinking at all.
The peach does seem rather seaworthy.
He's right. The peach would have sunk by now.
Where do you suppose we're heading?
Definitely France. The peach must have rolled over the cliffs of Dover. The lovely French city of Calais is barely 20 miles away.
Then we should be across the channel and on dry land in no time at all.
This peach ain't never gonna make it all the way to France.
Drifting like this reminds me of my younger days. Traveling on the breezes, not a care in the world, nobody to answer to but my own fiddle.
Centipede's right. We'll never make it to France. We have no food, no water.
The sky is clear and the sea is calm. There's nothing to do now but enjoy the adventure. Tally-ho and away we go!
Just catch this tune and sing it with me. We'll set our sail for nothing but sea. No place where we gotta be, so go. We're tumbling off where nobody's been. How true adventures always begin. Take a ride on the tide, up and hide below. No direction, a map is never better than drifting off without a plan. All we need is a song. At the intersection where ocean meets the sky,
We're all gonna die.
follow me and float along, floating along.
Floating along. La 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 floating along.
What could go wrong? Singing a song.
La 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 floating along.
Now, all we've got to do is make some sails, fix the rudder, and we'll be across the English Channel in no time.
This peach will never make it to France.
Vern's right.
Who knows what monsters we're gonna meet? A tent dragged with fangled feet. A hairy scrub with a scary scream. We might wake up a somebody scrunch who could get mad and eat me for lunch.
If we do work it through, if we work as a team. No direction, a map is never better than drifting off without a plan. All we need is a song. Intersection where ocean meets the sky.
Like I can fly.
Follow me and float along.
It's not a proper ship unless it has a flag.
I left all my flags at home.
Here, take my extra bloomers. They'll do in a pinch.
You've got extra bloomers?
A A lady always carries extra balloons.
And away we go!
Floating along, floating along. What could go wrong? Singing a song. Floating along.
Shouldn't we be there by now? I'm starving and so very thirsty.
We're all thirsty, Earthworm.
James, do you see a landmark of any kind?
I'm afraid I don't. It's the current. It's swept us out to sea.
What? A jaunt to France is one thing, but an oceanic journey? What are we to drink? What are we to eat? I propose we eat the human. All those in favor?
Nobody is eating anyone.
We must eat something or we'll all die.
There is something we could do.
What's that, James?
I'm sure none of you want to hear what I have to say.
Goodness me, why would you ever think that?
Come on, whisper it in my ear. If I think it's a good idea, I'll tell the others. Go on.
It's a silly idea. You can tell by the look on her face.
On the contrary, I think it's such a clever idea that James should tell you himself. Go ahead. We can eat the peach.
Eat the peach? We'll sink and then we'll drown.
We'll ration servings.
Stand back. I'm digging in.
Just a moment. Let us do this properly, with a bit of decorum. Grasshopper, would you mind playing?
I'd be delighted.
Floating along,
Floating along.
la la la, la la, floating along. What could go wrong? Singing a song, la la la, la la, la, floating along, floating along.
Bloody peach nearly killed me.
The thing ran right over us.
Then it rolled away. Far, far away.
Spiker, the boy, what's become of him?
We have bigger problems than the boy. Did you read any of them contracts we signed?
Only the part about the money coming in advance.
Do you know what an advance is?
Yeah, it's oodles of money we get for signing them contracts.
Money in
advance of what?
Of all those promises we signed off on. Few appearances, magazines, movies, and we can't do any of them without a bloomin' giant peach.
So this is bad?
This is worse than bad, you twit! We could go to jail!
I can't go to jail. The food is wholly unacceptable to a sophisticated palate such as mine.
Are you quite finished?
I am now.
Oh, we gotta go before anyone notices that peach is missing.
Too late, Spikers. We've got a big crowd heading up the hill.
Are those police cars?
And helicopters!
Shove it all in a trunk.
Again, away from Spiker and
Sponge. We've gone in a flash. Grab the rest of the cash.
Again, away from Spiker and Sponge.
You can run,
You can hide.
but we're the only family you've got.
James, dear, it's all right.
Glowworm, if we could have a little illumination, if you please. Thank you ever so.
You were having a bad dream. I have it all the time.
I don't like scary dreams either, James.
Here, have some peach. I've warmed it under my wing and added a drizzle of honey from my purse.
Thank you.
Please.
Here you go.
My, it feels wonderful to be free of that wretched hillside.
And Spiker and Sponge.
Did you know they killed my fiance?
No!
And then she ate him.
Oh, how horrible!
What was that? What was that?
It was just Centipede snoring.
What? What's going on? Why did the humans say my name?
Tell them what happened to you, Centipede.
Well, who cares?
We're sharing.
Fine. My family was in the sock and shoe market. We're pretty famous in the bug world. Till Spiker and Sponge sprayed everyone with insecticide in the Great Raid of 59.
Those two monsters hated everything, even ladybugs. Who doesn't like ladybugs?
I like ladybugs.
Spiker and Sponge were horrible to everyone.
Spiker and Sponge were no different than any of you humans.
Centipede, James is one of us.
That is a human boy. His type pulls off our legs or burns us with magnifying glasses. He is not one of us. He will never be one of us.
Ignore him, James. His type are pests.
And your type are snobs.
James, you haven't told us anything about your parents. Where are they?
They must be very worried about you.
It's all right, James. You can tell us. My parents were in a terrible accident, and now they're gone.
James, your parents are with you always.
They are?
Of course they are.
Someone leaves, who knows why, and you never said goodbye. But once we go, we're not gone. We keep living on and on. She whispers in the breeze, he's waving from her star. They are with you everywhere that you are. Left your world all too soon. Look, his face is in the moon. There she smiles, beaming proud. See her laughing in that cloud. But when you feel alone, love is never far. They are with you everywhere that you are. In the music of the forest, in the waves against the sands, from the heavens to the freckles on your hands. Nothing's lost once you've found they're in every breath and sound. When you're brave, when you're true, You can just believe it's beautifully bizarre how they're with you in everything that you are. Feel them there and everywhere, in everything that you are.
Do you really think my parents are with me?
I know it, James.
And in time, you will too.
But how will I know?
You'll feel it. Right in here.
We should all get some rest. It's going to be a long night.
It's me in disguise, right before your eyes.
Welcome, ladies, and thank you for choosing the jewel of the seas for your transatlantic journey. Here we are, two of our best seats. May I get you anything?
Double fizzy. Bring me some nuts. I'm nibbling.
Right away.
A little perspective, that's all we needed.
A first-class cruise to New York City. How continental we are.
Ain't it grand?
Hey Spikes, how much money we got left?
Just enough to get us to New York City and set the whole routine. Here those people at Coney Island are real suckers.
Ah, Spikes, I'm too old to be working the boardwalk.
We have no choice, spongers. We gotta make a living.
We were so very close. If only we hadn't lost the peach.
Seems we've lost nearly everything, spongers. Everything. I mean, what have we got?
You thought you could ride on the fruits of your dreams, but you couldn't. So what?
You thought life would glide just like peaches and cream, but it wouldn't.
No paparazzi ask you to pose.
You want a new yacht, you can't buy one of those.
That's the way your new life goes, but in the end,
You've still got your best friend,
and I got you. Who can replace that Frankenstein face? You know that it's true. I got you. Don't fret like a manure.
You smell like a bloody sewer.
You are just the right wrongdoer from me. So glad to know you alright. So you lost all you had, and though you had quite a lot, it's in tatters. Get over yourself. It's dreadful and sad till you realize you got what still matters. What still matters?
My cheekbones, my radiant youth.
The luxurious curves and my solid gold tooth. But the very scary truth is that she means the most to me. I love you, sis. So glad I got you. To laugh and to share as half of a pair. Big dick, we'll stick to our shtick. Always true to you, you. I got you.
Here you are, ladies. What's that?
What's what?
Out there, floating in the ocean.
Wait a minute, that looks like a giant peach.
That's our peach.
And that's James.
George, James, Henry Trotter, bring us back
Can't
our
hear
peach.
you know.
So what are we gonna do, Spice?
Thunders, my dear. We've got to follow
that peach.
Anyone else feeling a little burpy in the intestines?
You probably ate too much peach.
It's the waves that make me feel. Oh no.
Are you alright?
That's much better. Look, over there, it's a sea monster. It's a sea monster.
What is that? What is that?
They're sharks.
Sharks?
There were hundreds of them. Yes, they're coming this way.
What do they want? What do they want?
I think they're eating the peach.
But they'll sink the ship. We must do something.
I'm not feeling so well.
You must see this. There are thousands of seagulls eating centipede's vomit.
Shoot to the secret.
There were sharks coming back.
Is there nothing we can do?
Something.
Tell us.
If airplanes can take to the sky, why can't a peach?
Because an airplane has an engine and wings.
And so do we.
The seagulls.
Exactly. They can be our engines and our wings.
How's that gonna work?
Spider, is your web strong? Strongest in the world. And can you make lots of it? I can spin all the web you need. Perfect. We can loop Spider's web around to the seagull's necks, and then we can tie the other end to the stem of the peach.
And how are you gonna get all the seagulls down here?
Bait.
I find that term incredibly insensitive.
But you are the biggest, juiciest worm in the entire world.
I am not about to be pecked to death by a bunch of seagulls.
I won't let them touch you. I promise.
Fine. I'll do it.
Thank you, Earthworm. Action stations, everyone. We've not a moment to lose.
This is never going to work.
Hey, seagull! Over here! Check this out! If you are viewing me in your bird's eye view, I got a sweet little treat that's just for you. Here to tease and make you squirm, slightly seasoned, nice and firm. Come and peck a luscious little worm.
Plump and juicy. I'm your yummy gummy, plump and juicy. Put me in your tummy, plump and juicy. So delicious. Take a peek and open that beak for plump and juicy. I can keep you chirping plump and juicy when it's me you're slurping. Come and get some plump and juicy me.
Guess they're not hungry. Let's go. What?
They'll give you double the pleasure, twice the snack.
You start to biting a worm, then to grow back.
A never-ending fancy feast.
Bring a friend or 12 at least.
Oh, don't pretend I'm not a handsome beast. When I'm this plump and juicy, I don't mean to flaunt it. Plump and juicy, but you know you want it. Plump and juicy and nutritious. Want to peck your back on my second. Plump and juicy. See your eyes are bulging. Plump and juicy. You can't help it nodding. Come let loose on plump and juicy me. let's ruffle some feathers. Ooh, this feels good.
Flavor, it cannot be matched. Come flavor with no strings attached. Come on, before it's gone. Before it's gone.
Plump and juicy. Come and get it, seagulls. Plump and juicy. This should be illegal. Plump and juicy. Good delicious. People eat diet. Plump and juicy. Plump and juicy. People eat diet. Plump and juicy.
So buddies, you can skip the fish, 'cause I'll fulfill your every wish. Come try a dish that's so delicious. Plump and juicy.
Right before your eyes, something quite fruitful shall take to the skies.
It worked! We're flying! We're flying through the clouds! We are flying on the most wonderful aeroplane in the entire world! Isn't it remarkulously phantasmerific?
It is indeed remarkulously phantasmerific.
Look! It's the Empire State Building! We traveled across the entire Atlantic Ocean to New York City! Isn't it remarkable?
Children, be wary if your feet depart. Pray that no one dies right before your eyes.
You there, on the peach. We're here with the commander of the United States Air Force. Surrender at once.
That's Sponge!
You have 3 seconds to return our peach!
Right before your eyes.
Launch the attack helicopters!
Right before your eyes.
Fire the heat-seeking missiles!
Look, a new surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. We're about to make our final descent into New York's JFK International Airport. To your right, you'll see the Empire State Building. And in front of us, you'll notice a giant peach flying directly towards us. The plane sliced right through the silken strings. The peach plummeted towards the earth. Some people screamed, "Ah!" Some people said things like, "This is a picture." And, yep. And then bam! The peach fell towards the earth, landing directly on the spire of the Empire State Building. It's a giant peach.
Right before your
Dear, darling, sweet nephew, James. It was very naughty of you to steal our peach.
You can have the peach.
We came for so much more than just the peach.
That's right. We're taking our little helper boy back home where he belongs.
You can run.
You can hide, but we're the only family you've got. going to come home with us?
Forever.
After we fumigate the bugs, of course.
Here, Buggy.
Stop! Stop it right now! You are mean, nasty, horrible people, and I will not let you hurt my family.
Our Peach!
It's falling out!
Run for your life!
Is it wrong that I don't feel sad?
Of course not.
How do you feel, James?
I feel relieved. Those two monsters can never hurt anyone ever again.
We held on through that storm. The clouds had finally parted and we're safe and warm.
Take a breath, sing a song. Finally we landed right where we belong.
Unwind.
Unpack, we'll always have your back.
Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home, welcome home, my friends. You were lost on the sea, but you're safe here with me till the end. We are staying right here.
Funny now, ain't that smooth? Welcome home.
And this family of ours went on to do some remarkable things.
I became a world-famous designer of fabulous shoes.
I used my web to build the most amazing bridges the world has ever seen.
And I became a social activist forming babes, buzzed against intensive terminology.
Grasshopper and Ladybug got married and had many, many children of their own.
But always thought of James as their firstborn son.
And when James grew up, he traveled the world telling children everywhere about his amazing adventures on the giant peach. And that 5-year audience is exactly what you've just seen.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Just like a father and a mother.
Home. Welcome home. Just like a sister and brother. Home. Welcome home. Oh, we'll always have each other. Don't care where you roam. You can always